Day number 19. Welcome to my 30-day Go Live challenge of dropping from head into my heart. And for those of you who are joining me for the first time, I'm simply doing this to allow myself to speak more fully with my authentic voice, opposed to letting my mind plan and try to be perfect, right? We love to be perfect, but the truth is being imperfectly ourselves is our own source of perfection, right? So today I wanted to just share about your return on investment. And I'm not necessarily talking about investing like money, right? I'm talking about if you did a course or if you're doing a business, things like that, right? And we're taught in anything that in order to determine if you're successful, for let's say for example, a business, if you put in $5, you're taught that the only time the business is actually profitable is when you make more than $5 consistently, right? And yes, of course it is. But have you actually assessed your return on investment fully, right? For example, another example, in my business, I wanted to ramp up my business. I wanted to earn more money in it. So I decided to take a Tony Robbins course, right? One of his business mastery courses. I do a lot of Tony Robbins work, but I wanted to do his business mastery course because I wanted to raise how much money I was earning, right? So I went in with the intention that I wanted to earn 10 times more than what I was currently earning. So the course was 5 days, I think. And when I came out, I felt empowered and everything. But after 6 months, I realized that I didn't earn any more money, right? So for a moment, I thought, well, hold on, that means that course didn't serve me, right? That the course did not work. Because that is what the intent was. The intent was for you to learn how to make more money, for you to scale your business. But my business didn't get scaled. So then it didn't work. Or did I waste my money? Did I waste my time? Because it was 5 days of full immersion. And I had to sit back and I had to realize that, hold on, I may not have increased my monetary worth directly related to it, but you know what I did get? I learned how to stop being a business operator and become a business owner. I learned how to manage my time as a leader and not as a worker. I learned how to look within and pull that confidence out as a business owner and leader, opposed to wait for external validation where someone else tells me, oh, you're really good at this. I learned in my heart, no, I am really good at this, which is why you can see how really good I am at this. So by really assessing it properly, my conclusion was my rate of return, my rate of investment on that is not something you can put a monetary figure to. So yeah, maybe I didn't directly scale my business at that time, but what it did is it made me become that person who can scale my business. And that's sometimes the part of the journey that we're missing when we're looking for results. If you're in the corporate world, I know that I've always wanted more money in the corporate world, right? And I used to be upset when I learned how much my managers were working for in comparison to me because of how much work I was doing in comparison to them. I would be so upset. And what I fail to realize is it had to take me some time to become a manager within, right? Just because I was doing the physical work, that's only one half of it. That's the easy part. Anyone could put pen to paper and just find patterns and learn something new. But that inner confidence, right? That is what these people were getting paid for. Not their pen to paper. Oh my God, it was shit. They were getting paid for what they extruded. Like they can speak so highly of themselves, even though they were just doing bullshit. But that's what they were getting paid for because people believed it. Now, the reason I didn't fall for it is because in the background, I'm the one doing all the work. So I know that you're on crap. But it's only after I left the corporate world I actually understood that that is what they were getting paid for that confidence. Now, I had confidence, yes, but my confidence wasn't genuine from the inside. My confidence came from I'm good at pen to paper. But this is a different level of confidence that people have. So, in terms of rate of return on investment, what I've realized is in that corporate world, I got a chance because I was promoted to being a project manager. I got that opportunity to build some, or start, I should say, start building some of that true confidence. So it wasn't about money, but I did get a massive rate of return, right? But while I was there, so this is I only realized this afterwards. While I was there, I was so much bitching about the money that I felt like I was undervalued. I felt like I was just comparing what they did to what I did. And now that I've changed that mindset, I realized that where I am today in my business is always going to be the start. Because tomorrow when I make more, that's also always going to be the start. Because every time I grow from within, the outside must change. I just need to be willing to be patient enough for the changes to happen. Some might happen instantly, some might take a few months, some might take a few years, but I need to believe in myself so much that I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep moving forward with a positive mindset. And that is the key here, right? When you recognize that your rate of investment or rate of return does not necessarily always have to be with money, and you realize it has to do something with you growing as a person, along that journey, sometimes the length of time it takes for you to actually see the money doesn't make any difference because you're sold, right? You're sold on that person that you're becoming and you're excited to see how far you can go. And that's something I'm going through right now in this business. And that's something to do with this 30-day Go Live challenge where I'm opening up another part of myself where I have no idea where it's going, but I know in the future it's going to allow me to scale my business even bigger, even more massively, and even beyond my business is going to allow me to receive even more luxury and abundance because I don't believe that my business is the only way and avenue I can receive money. I have opened all my doors to receive money, right? So if you're feeling stuck about something, look and see if you're really getting a rate of return. It might be higher than you think when you stop attaching it to money. And again, just to be clear, I'm not saying that the money is not going to come. I'm not saying that you shouldn't want the money. You should want the money. You should absolutely want the money. But I'm saying be fair with yourself and see where you are in the process of actually making that money. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow for day number 20. Take care.